It's okay to retell a story that's been told many, many times before. If you looked at some of my earlier videos, there's one in particular that talks about the 7 universal plot structures and how all stories have some part of those plot structures or some part of those, what I would call plot templates in their story. And as a review, the 7 universal plot structures are man against man, man against himself, man against nature, man against environment, man against God and religion, man against the supernatural, and man against machine. So I'll link a video, I'll put a link below this video to allow you to go over that video again in detail, because it gives examples of those 7 plot structures or plot templates. So in retelling a story, you can make it your own through the characters that you create and through the way you tell the story, because we all have a unique voice, and it's finding that voice that will help us to tell the story uniquely and special. So an example of this is I have a medical romance series, the Scrub series, and the first book in that series is called Unscrubbed. And it is the retelling of Sleeping Beauty. And I use the medical world as a way to justify my main character's condition. She has Klein-Levin syndrome, which is also considered Sleeping Beauty syndrome. So I'm retelling Sleeping Beauty in the context of a medical environment and justifying her condition medically. So you can take a story or a plot and you can change it and make it your own. And sometimes people won't even recognize the fact that you have done this. There is something called allegorical storytelling, which is, it may not quite apply to this, but it's like a symbolic way of telling a story. So there's symbolism within that story. And I'll make a future video about allegorical storytelling. But this is my take on retelling stories. There are so many different ways to tell the same story. Just like if you look at television shows, there are so many political shows out there, House of Cards, Scandal, but they tell the story in a different way. Same thing with the medical series that are out there, like Grey's Anatomy, Private Practice,